The saga between 1MDB and Abu Dhabi-based IPIC continues. Today, IPIC said it would pay the interest payments to 1MDB's bondholders only if 1MDB defaults on its payment. The coupon for the $1.75 billion bond was due on April 18, but the terms gave a 5-day grace period for the payment, which ends today. The bond's guarantor, IPIC. So far, IPIC said both 1MDB and its subsidiary have not made any payment, but the guarantee has not been called. In a filing with London Stock Exchange, IPIC said it has always honoured its obligations for any agreements it signs and will continue to do so. It must be said though that as of now, it remains unclear whether the default has already occurred, and 1MDB, according to reports, did not provide any immediate comment. Stock exchange operator Bursa Malaysia saw a jump in first quarter earnings despite persistently weak market sentiment. Bursa's net profit grew by 6% to nearly 50 million ringgit due to higher derivative trading income, even as revenue from the transaction of shares fell. In line with net profit going up, revenue also rose 5% to 134 million ringgit, also driven by transactions in the derivative market. Bursa CEO is cautiously positive on the results, even as the company keeps an eye on China's growth and the recovering US economy. As for prospects, Tajuddin said the integrity of the securities market remains intact, fair and orderly. Bursa is also persisting on its quest to get the retailers back into the market. Malaysia's sovereign rating has been affirmed at AAA by Malaysian Rating Corp with a stable outlook. MARC said the AAA rating reflects its opinion on Malaysia's ability to meet the local currency obligations. MARC said the country's credible economic and monetary policy management has supported Malaysia's economic resilience. This in turn supports the country's AAA rating. This year, MARC expects the economy to slow at 4.4%, which is expected to be supported by domestic demand. The rating agency said the economy is expected to remain on a positive growth trajectory. This is as the government had taken various efforts to strengthen the export sector to ensure a balanced and sustainable economic growth. Oil-rich Terengganu is having a political crisis, and Prime Minister Datuk Seri Najib Razak is on his way to resolve the issue. Najib is scheduled to seek an audience with Terengganu ruler Sultan Mizan Zainal Abidin on the questions raised against the current Menteri Bursa, Datuk Seri Ahmad Razif. Speculation is rife that the relationship between the Terengganu Palace and Ahmad Razif has been strained. This was evident when Ahmad Razif was introduced at two official events over the weekend without his Datuk Seri title. This triggers rumour of another Menteri Besar change. Malaysia Airports Holdings launched its 5-year plan called Runway to Success 2020. The plan will chart MAHB's business direction from this year until 2020. It is a continuation from an earlier business plan that had ended in 2014. Under the previous plan, MAHB said it had become the world's second largest airport group with 112 million passengers handled in 2015. According to MAHB's chairman, the plan aims to strengthen the company's core business and diversify its operations. This will be done by focusing on 4 strategic priorities: elevating KLIA as the preferred ASEAN hub, enhancing total airport experience, developing Aeropolis, and lastly, increasing its international footprint.